The 2026 Arsenal squad is the deadliest team in the world. The 2024-25 season is in the books, and once again Arsenal came agonizingly close. Another title race that went down to the wire, another Champions League campaign that showed glimpses of greatness, but in the end, just short.
Why are Arsenal out, do you think? What are the main reasons?
Just not clinical enough, to be honest, Ted.
And yet, something feels different now. This isn't the Arsenal of past rebuilds or false promises. This squad is young, hungry, and on the verge of something massive. The pain of missing out? It's fueling a machine that's already looking 2 steps ahead.
How did you go about that, transforming things?
Well, first of all, convincing the players and everybody works daily at the club that things have to change and the approach has to be very different.
Because come 2026, this won't just be a team that competes, this will be the deadliest squad in world football. In this video, we'll show you why. The tactical evolution under Arteta, the stars hitting their prime, the youth ready to explode, and the transfer moves Arsenal are about to make that could shift the balance of European football. It's not hope anymore, it's happening.
Every time I come in the stadium and every time you walk out here, you feel wow, how lucky we are to do what we do.
So Arsenal have got the talent, they've got the hunger, and soon they'll have the squad depth to match any giant in Europe. But none of it matters without the man pulling the strings. Because if Arsenal are going to become the deadliest team in the world by 2026, it all starts with Mikel Arteta and the system he's building to outthink and outplay everyone.
How different a person are you from the guy who came back in 2019?
As a person, I don't know if I will be too different. Probably the way I take things and the way I approach things will be a little bit different, hopefully. Better.
When Mikel Arteta took charge in 2019, he was seen as Pep Guardiola's apprentice, armed with a playbook full of possession, football and positional structure. But 5 years on, he's not copying Pep anymore. He's building his own empire.
And we have to put another level of passion, energy, enthusiasm and demands internally to perform very differently.
Arteta's tactical identity has matured into something unique, fluid, flexible and designed for domination. The 3-2-5 shape in possession, the inverted fullbacks, the double pivot morphing mid-match, it's all part of a system that adapts in real time. Arsenal can strangle you with control or hit you on the break in seconds. But it's not just smart tactics, it's sustainability. The system doesn't rely on one superstar. It builds around roles, and Arteta keeps evolving those roles to match the squad's strengths. With players like Odegaard, Rice, Saka and Saliba entering their peak, and with the new signings on the horizon, Arteta's blueprint is ready for the next leap. This isn't a system that will be figured out, it's one that will keep you guessing. And in 2026, with the right additions, it could be the most complete tactical machine in world football.
We have to be very smart with the decisions that we take. Obviously, we need players because the squad is really short, and on top of that, we are losing 4 or 5 players that they're going to end contracts and the loans are finished.
A world-class defence exudes 3 qualities: cohesion, anticipation and resilience. Arsenal's projected 2026 backline embodies these qualities, blending experience with youthful exuberance. In the goalkeeping department, David Raya has solidified his position as Arsenal's first-choice keeper, clinching consecutive Premier League Golden Glove awards. However, with interest from La Liga giants like Real Madrid and Atletico Madrid, his future remains uncertain. In response, Arsenal are reportedly considering a sensational return for Emiliano Martinez. The World Cup winning Argentine, who previously spent 8 years at the club, has expressed openness to a reunion, especially as his tenure at Aston Villa appears to be concluding. When it comes to centre-backs, the partnership of William Saliba and Gabriel Magalhães has blossomed into one of the Premier League's most formidable duos. Saliba's composure and reading of the game complement Gabriel's physicality and aerial dominance. Together they become a bedrock of Arsenal's defence, with the club keen on securing their services long-term amidst interest from European heavyweights. At fullback, Ben White's transition to right-back has been seamless, offering both defensive solidity and attacking support. On the left, Riccardo Calafiore's arrival from Bologna added depth, but injuries have limited his impact. This opened the door for academy graduate Miles Lewis-Skelly, who, despite being a natural midfielder, has impressed with his adaptability and maturity in defence. A look at squad depth and youth shows interesting promise. Takahiro Tomiyasu provides versatility across the back line, while Jurrien Timber's return from injury adds further options. Emerging talents like Ruel Waters are also knocking on the door, ensuring healthy competition and depth. With this blend of experience, versatility and youthful promise, Arsenal's defence is poised to be a fortress come 2026. However, one of the most pressing needs is a prolific striker. Benjamin Šeško of RB Leipzig has emerged as a prime target. The Slovenian's forward blend of physicality and finesse could address Arsenal's long-standing quest for a reliable number 9. However, internal discussions have surfaced, with incoming sporting director Andrea Barta reportedly favouring Sporting CP's Viktor Gyökeres over Šeško, citing concerns about the competitiveness of the Bundesliga compared to the Premier League. In the wide areas, Arsenal are exploring options to add dynamism to depth. Rafael Leao of AC Milan has been linked with a move to North London, offering electric pace and creativity on the flanks. Additionally, Christopher Nkunku's versatility and goal-scoring prowess could make him an attractive prospect, though competition from other top clubs could complicate negotiations. Between the posts, the goalkeeping department is also under review. While David Raya has solidified his position as the first-choice keeper, the potential return of Emiliano Martinez, currently at Aston Villa, is being considered to provide elite competition and depth. Departures are equally crucial in shaping the squad. Kieran Tierney has concluded his time at Arsenal, marking his farewell with a goal against Southampton before returning to Celtic. Reiss Nelson, after a loan spell at Fulham, is expected to seek opportunities elsewhere, with Arsenal open to facilitating his move. Eddie Nketiah's journey may also continue away from the Emirates, as the club evaluates options to refresh the attacking lineup. Sporting director Edu and manager Mikel Arteta are orchestrating a transfer strategy that balances immediate impact with long-term vision. By targeting players who align with Arsenal's evolving philosophy, the club aims to assemble a squad capable of sustained success. As the 2025 summer window unfolds, Arsenal's calculated moves could lay the foundation for a team ready to conquer both domestic and European stages in 2026. But while marquee signings make headlines and excite the fan base, Arsenal's real secret weapon might be something far more organic, something grown, not bought. Because behind the scenes, in the quiet corridors of Hale End, the next generation is already being shaped. While Europe watches Arsenal's pursuit of world-class talent, Mikel Arteta hasn't forgotten the academy roots that have powered this club for decades. From Tony Adams to Jack Wilshere to Bukayo Saka, and now a new wave is coming. Mars Lewis-Skelly is leading the chance, a midfield dynamo with elite vision, press resistance, and the kind of confidence you just can't teach. Ethan Nwaneri, still a teenager, is already showing flashes of creative genius that could make him Odegaard's understudy or even his future successor. And in defence, Ruel Waters brings pace, composure and versatility across the backline. Arsenal's Hale End isn't just producing talent, it's shaping the core of a future dynasty. So with stars rising from Hale End and reinforcements arriving from across Europe, there's just one question left. How does this Arsenal squad stack up against the very best in the world? In 2026, Arsenal stands not just as a Premier League powerhouse, but as a formidable contender on the European stage. Under Mikel Arteta's leadership, the Gunners have crafted a squad blending tactical innovation with youthful exuberance, positioning themselves to challenge Europe's elite. Manchester City, despite their storied dominance, faced a turbulent 2024-25 season, finishing third in the Premier League with 71 points. They suffered 10 losses, including notable defeats to Tottenham Hotspur and Brighton and Hove Albion. Injuries and inconsistent performances plagued their campaign, leading to questions about squad depth and resilience. Bayern Munich, under Vincent Kompany, reclaimed the Bundesliga title, marking their 33rd league triumph. However, their season wasn't without challenges. An early exit from the DFB Pokal in the round of 16 and a lackluster Champions League run highlighted areas needing improvement. Kompany's inaugural season showcased promise, but consistency remains a focal point for the Bavarians. Paris Saint-Germain achieved an unprecedented feat by completing the Ligue 1 season unbeaten, recording 23 wins and 5 draws. Yet beneath this success lies a squad grappling with balance issues. The reliance on individual brilliance, especially in pivotal matches, underscores the need for a more cohesive team structure to secure European glory. So maybe, just maybe, 2026 would be Arsenal's year. Arsenal's ascent is characterised by a harmonious blend of seasoned professionals and emerging talents. With strategic signings and a clear tactical vision, they've cultivated a team capable of adapting to various challenges. Their pressing game, combined with fluid attacking movements, offers a fresh approach that could unsettle traditional European giants. As the Champions League looms, Arsenal's ambition is unequivocal: to not just participate, but to dominate. Their trajectory suggests that lifting the coveted trophy is not a distant dream, but an impending reality. Arsenal isn't building for fun anymore, they're building to conquer. What started as a long-term project under Mikel Arteta has now turned into a well-oiled machine, built with precision, pain and purpose. The heartbreaks of 2023 and 2024 weren't setbacks, they were fuel. Every narrow miss, every doubter's smirk, every moment they came close but fell short, it's all led to this. A squad brimming with talent, backed by one of Europe's most tactically sharp managers, and a front office that finally knows how to play the transfer game. 2026 isn't just another season, it's shaping up to be the season Arsenal kicks the door down and doesn't apologise for it. With the right striker up top, a midfield built like a war engine, and a defence that's both brutal and elegant, Arsenal isn't coming back to be liked, they're coming back to be feared. From Hail End to the Emirates, from tactical evolution to financial firepower, the Gunners are done being the underdog. Europe isn't ready, but they better get used to it, because the Arsenal of the future is no longer a dream, it's a red and white storm, and it's about to hit. And with that, the final whistle blows on today's deep dive into Arsenal's future takeover of world football. If you enjoyed riding this wave of passion, predictions and power plays, don't forget to smash that like button and hit subscribe. This channel's where football meets the future, and trust me, you won't want to miss what's coming next. Thanks for watching, and we'll catch you in the next one.